What up, YouTube? This is your boy here, RockFit40, guys. Once again, aka I'm not a truck driver. I'm just a guy that drives trucks, guys. Guys, it is Wednesday afternoon, and I made a delivery in Lakeland, Florida, yesterday. Publix distribution center. Guy, service there is so slow and terrible. I wouldn't even suggest any owner ops. Who have the options, picking their own loads and stuff to go to that Publix, Lakeland, Florida, guys. But anyway, guys, I'm here today just to share a few tips on safety, operating a tractor trailer. It works for me, and I know it could work for you. Once again, this video is not for the guys who is super truckers or just I should say the more advanced drivers. This video is just for my upcoming drivers, new to the game, and who is just willing to learn, and who's just motivated to know what it takes to be efficient and to be a professional driver. Anyway, guys, first thing first is, guys, when you making turns, rather it be left turns, right turns, guys. A lot of drivers, even though the experienced drivers I see all the time, mess up. They don't check their tandems, guys. Yes, a lot of drivers don't check their tandems. I see a lot of drivers messing stuff up, tearing stuff up, taking light poles down, taking stop signs down, hitting cars and hitting fire hydrants and stuff like that, because once again they're not looking, they're too much focused on the front of the vehicle. What you got to remember, guys, semi truck is not like driving a car. You got to understand, you got a 53 foot and you have this much, you're driving a train. So yes, guys, you have to check your tandems. Make sure you check your tandems, guys, because when you got to understand, once you're making a turn, the back of that trailer have to be clear of that area wherever you turn, whatever angle you're turning in. So you have to make sure that that tandem is clear, guys. Rather it be a ditch right there on the side. Sometimes a lot of drivers, they end up flipping the trailer over because they didn't look at the tandems and they're too focused on either the GPS or just focused on looking on what's ahead and didn't check the tandems, and then the tandems wheel drop into the ditch, and then the whole trailer flips over. I see that a bunch of times, guys. So once again, guys, always remember to check your tandems, guys, when you're making turns, left turns, right turns, guys. Even when you're backing, make sure you check your tandems. You know what I'm saying? Okay, guys. The second tip is for safety, guys, is when you're backing in at truck stops. Rather be truck stops, especially truck stops where you got multiple trucks. You got a truck to the left, a truck to the right, and the last thing you want to do is hit the guy next to you, messes his old school Peterbilt that is stripped out, and guys, truck drivers, especially older truck drivers, they spend a lot of money on their trucks, guys. You don't want to be lazy and don't get out and look. You have to always check your blind side. If you want certain that you can't see what's on the blind side, you have to get out, guys. Don't be lazy and sit inside the truck and think, okay, well, you got it, and it may look good on one side, and then the blind, you can't barely even see the blind side, and you mess the guy truck up on the blind side, and then now he's pissed and he want to fight. So guys, that's step 2. You don't want to be lazy. Once again, guys, remember when you backing, guys, You always want to stay closer to the right, to the driver's side. You always want to stay closer to that, either the truck is on the driver's side or that line at the truck stop or wherever you want to stay. You back into the shipper. You always want to stay closer to the driver's side, the side that you could see. At least the side that you know you're certain, okay, well, if you this close to this side, you know what I mean, you should have. This is what the experienced drivers do. Drivers who don't get out and look. This is the approach. This is how they approach backing. They always make sure they stay as close as possible to the driver's side guys. So my thing is to just get out if you're uncertain and look and see what it is going on the blind side. A few months ago, I was up there in Knoxville, Tennessee, at a truck stop, and this young dude, I guess he was driving all day, and he was driving a box truck, and it was a simple back, it was a straight back, and he hit my truck. Thank God that there was no damages to my truck, but when I get out of my truck, and I was like, man, you hit my truck. He was like, oh, I've been driving all day, and I'm tired, and that's kind of like a lame excuse when you see you hit someone's truck in the middle of the night, and the driver is all pissed because he have to take that time and assess the damages. He have to call his company to report that accident. He got to call the state trooper to make a report and stuff like that. So yes, he's gonna be pissed. So guys, it's always good to prevent something from happening than just trying to be lazy, because the lazy route always take you the longer way, guys. It always costs you money. And I just wanted to share that with you. The other step, guys, is I should say this step three, guys, is when you switching lanes, always be careful and always check numerous of times before you shift lanes, guys. Always remember that, especially on the blind side, which is on the side that you on the passenger side, right in between the passenger door and the hood. That side, that's considered blind side, guys. You cannot see anything right there. I swear, most cars, they always choose to come up right beside there and just sit and just drive close to the truck, guys. Once again, guys, you always want to check a couple of times, maybe 3-4 times. You want to check, because sometimes, especially on those interstate that has no street lights, a lot of times those cars be just sitting right there, driving next to you late at night. You can't see. You've been driving all day. You're tired. You're just trying to get to a safe place and stuff. Take a break. You know what I'm saying? So you want to check and double check and make sure make sure you check that hood mirror that you could see. This is what I do. I check my hood mirror, and that mirror right there on the hood of the truck, I could actually see all the way at the at the bottom right there by the door. I could see everything, and I also check my mirrors on the door, guys. I could also see what's right underneath me, and I also make sure over and over and check, guys, before I even switch lanes. The next thing you gotta be careful of is that drivers you already check the left or you already check the right, and there's the coast is clear, guys. This happened to me a lot. The coast is clear. You check one time, the coast is clear. You look back in the mirror, there's a car right up on you. I'm talking about right up on you. And other times, cars move way faster than semi trucks. So in like a blink of an eye, you just take your eye off the mirror, and there's a car right up on you. That's why you have to check, and you have to double check and make sure. You look one time, and then you look back and you look and make sure there's no cars, because they're gonna see you trying to come over, and they're gonna still come up speeding, guys. Pretty much, they really don't care. They want you to hit them so they could, either sue the company or sue your company and try to get some money. So guys, we gotta drive for them, and we gotta drive for ourselves, guys. So this is tips that I use, and this is precautions that I use to be safe out there, guys. That you guys, if it's helpful to you, you could use it too. I definitely think it's good materials that I'm sharing, guys. But tip number 4, guys, is you want to make sure you always take your time once you get in on off ramps, guys, because what you got to understand is that certain freight that you haul, it shifts. You know what I'm saying? Certain freight it just shifts. Especially like, I don't know if you guys know that like GP, Georgia Pacific, they have those big rolls, those big paper rolls, guys. Those rolls right there, you have to be very, very careful, guys, hauling those rolls, especially when you're getting off ramps and stuff like that, because those rolls gonna slide, guys, and you know those big rolls is heavy, and that all it takes is, you know, you getting off an exit and you going too fast, guys. All it takes is for the freight to shift to one side, and then the trailer gonna flip. That's why a lot of guys experience rollovers, because number one, they try to take the turn way too fast, and they don't understand that freight shifts. So once the freight move, and the momentum of the momentum of the turn, the freight move, and the trailer flip. So that's where rollover comes, guys. So, and one thing with rollovers, guys, if you're a company driver or you're owner up or whatever, you're assigned to a company, it goes in the record, guys. And a lot of companies don't want to hire guys who been in rollovers, because what the company says, they say, okay, well, there's one thing that happened, you was going too fast, pretty much. And that's what most companies gonna say, is like, you know, because evidently on most exits and stuff like that, there's a speed limit. And there was like, okay, well, if you obey the speed limit, you wouldn't have had a rollover. So it's like they don't take no excuses when it comes to rollover. The bottom line is that when you have rollovers, is you was basically going too fast, and that's how most companies look at it. So you can't really fight it, guys. So all my suggestion is just, you know, take your time, and if you got to downshift, and if you just gotta slow down, guys, you know, you have all the time in the world to deliver the freight, guys. Even though if you running late, you know, I'd rather be late on a delivery and have the delivery have the appointment pushed back because I'm late, than I'm trying to be in a rush, and I'm trying to be, trying to drive fast. I sent my truck at only 65, 55, maybe like on the ups, is they don't have a govern on it. But you know what I'm saying, the main thing is just to take your time, guys. It's rather to be late than never. And when accident occurs, it takes way more time waiting on the state trooper to come and make a report and this and that. You take more time, wasting time, then all you have was to do is just take your time and slow down and take your time, pretty much. So guys and girls, I just wanted to make this quick video, just a few tips on how to be safe while operating your semi truck, tractor trailer. I know this video might be inspiring. This video might be able to help someone out there, guys. To all my experienced drivers and stuff like that, I know that I see a lot of experienced drivers making mistakes, so you guys can't sit back and act like what I'm saying is not right, because I see a lot of you guys out there, especially the next thing, guys, is especially when it's raining. Yes, this is tip number 5. When it's raining, guys, and you're following distance, you want to always make sure that you maintain your following distance, guys. And what I see a lot of times is truck drivers, and a lot of experienced truck drivers too. They speeding and it's raining. It's raining and you speeding and you tailgating, guys. That's like a recipe for a disaster right there. Um, you gotta understand, you hauling all this weight and you speeding on the road, which is wet. And once the asphalt is wet, it becomes slippery, guys. So why would you be speeding? On top of that, you speeding and you tailgating someone. All it takes is for them to hit the brakes, and then you all over the road, jackknifing and all type of crazy stuff, guys. And a lot of times, I see a lot of. That's why I always say that I'm just a guy that drive trucks, because I see a lot of truck drivers doing a lot of dumb things on the road, and all I do is shake my head. You know, guys, there's a lot of things happening out there that is preventable, and even when you call the DOT and the sheriff and they come out there, they're gonna say the same thing. There's a lot of things is preventable, and all you got to do is take your time, guys. Guys, you got to remember, we driving a tractor trailer. Yes, I understand you're trying to make money and you're trying to deliver the load, but you want to you want to be safe at the same time, and you want to protect your CDLs. But once again, I'm saying that I'd rather to be late for a load or can't make an appointment and have the appointment pushed back and be safe, and my CDLs is safe, and there's no accident on my record, guys. Because your driving record is everything, guys, when it comes to having the CDLs and insurance and getting hired and stuff like that. That's the first thing they look at, is your driving past, your history, your driving record, guys. So guys, if this video was helpful to you, show me some love, like, comment, subscribe. Once again, this is Rick Rock Fit 40, guys, and I'm out.